Good afternoon, friends. Happy Saturday. I'm proud to announce Phase 1 and Phase 2 of the Strike Back, basically, the response. I want to get a few things out of the way. Most of the people who seem to disagree with my opinion that this is absurd have levied two major arguments. One, this is not a free speech issue, and free speech has consequences. Speech has consequences. I don't disagree with that. This is not a free speech issue. I have never said it was. Another major point of content is around the theft of my Magic Online collection. People saying, well, it was in the EULA, so they have the right to do it. I have never refuted that this was in the terms of service. My problem is, why on earth would it be at all? Everybody knows terms of services are a dead meme. The whole Apple terms of service meme, nobody reads it. And that is some of our fault. But my opinion is, why would a corporation need to ever seize software, digital assets from somebody? Why would that even be in the EULA? It's anti-consumer, it's predatory, and it's absurd. You don't even have to play Magic the Gathering. You could be playing World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, Overwatch. Imagine the precedent that has now been set by Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast. That if you post Pepe memes or things that they find offensive on Facebook, not only are they allowed to ban you from their game, which I suppose is mildly their right as a business, but they can seize your assets, assets that have cash value, assets that they have taken your money for. That is what I'm standing up against. The bannings of myself and Travis Wu, while to the letter of the law, are probably fine. And that's okay. But we as consumers don't have to say that's okay. We can tell Hasbro, we can tell Wizards of the Coast that we don't agree with that. And that's what this is about. I have on a whiteboard over there somewhere around 26, 27 different phases of this. This fight is one that I am prepared to partake in for the long haul. I will not go away. I will not go quietly. You know what will get me to shut up? The immediate reversal of the ban of Travis Wu, myself, and members of a private Facebook group who had the thought crime, the horrible crime of simply commenting on a post rating whether Magic females were hot or not. Something that People Magazine and Cosmopolitan use as reasons to sell, use as one of their unique selling points. It's okay when Cosmo does it, or when Entertainment Tonight does it, but when a couple of guys in a private Facebook group do it, you're banned. Your assets are seized. I don't think that's right. Phase 1. I know I can already feel the audible groan coming from you, but it's a change.org petition. Why is there a change.org petition? We all know that these things rarely have an effect. That doesn't mean they will have no effect. And when you look at it in terms of time invested, that's okay. This is a great first step. I have a bigger plan about this that I'm going to share with you. We know change.org petitions are a bit of a meme. But imagine the board of directors coming in at Hasbro on Monday and having it come across their desk that 20,000 people have boycotted their brand over this. If everyone who watches this video, and at the very minimum, you don't have to like me, you don't have to agree with the things that I've said. If you agree that corporations should not be allowed to dig through your social media posts to a point of years and use them as a way to ban you from the game that you've paid for, ban you from attending events, and steal your digital assets, then we agree. We are fighting the same fight. Remember, who do you think is on the board of directors at Hasbro? A bunch of old lumps of coal is who. And when they see this, a petition in Christmas, their busiest time of the year, a time when retail, somebody like Hasbro, generates more than 80% of their yearly revenue in this 1 month, this will, I promise you, get their attention. The second reason this is important is it gives me a headline for Monday. I'm reaching out to many people, any conservative, libertarian, or fair-minded major news outlet. I'm reaching out to guys like Ian Miles Chong, Milo, Tucker Carlson, Tim Pool. What this does is gives me an opening. This gives me one hell of a subject line to send Fox News. Imagine me trying to explain to some normie at a news agency about digital cards and blah, 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 blah. But imagine a subject line on Monday morning coming across news desks that say, 25,000 gamers band together to boycott Hasbro in the most important month of the year. That is the type of thing writers will write about. That is the type of thing news outlets will pick up. That is the type of thing that normies understand, and that is why it's extraordinarily important that as long as you agree on the basic principle of this, you just follow the link, sign the document, follow through with your commitment to not buy their products, and share it with any other gamer, anybody who spends real-life cash for digital products, anybody who plays an organized play. Because while I'm an easy target for some of the people who are witch hunting me, the thing I'm fighting against is one day you're going to be the target. One day a seemingly innocuous meme that you posted on your personal Twitter account 3 years ago will be used against you to ban you from something. Will be used against you to seize your assets that you have paid cash for. That is what I'm fighting against. So pause the video now before I talk to you about phase 2 and just sign it and share it. So easy. And look, if you don't agree with me, don't sign it. That's okay. I know you're smart enough to make your own decisions. Don't agree with me, don't sign it. That's cool. You can even tell me why you disagree with me in the comments. I would love to hear it. But if you agree on the basic principle, then you must understand the precedent that this sets, the dangerous precedent that Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast has now set. If we don't fight back now, we can't complain when they come for you next. And phase 2, by the way. Now that Wizards of the Coast has publicly set a standard of what they consider harassment, a lifetime without a possibility of appeal offense, or at minimum a 1-year offense for Travis Wu for the crime of simply starting a Facebook group, a 3-month ban for the crime of simply commenting on a post rating whether or not Magic females are good looking. That's the essence of it. Something that magazines like Cosmopolitan or People Magazine use as a selling tactic, man's world's sexiest man. That's the equivalent of it. And people were banned from playing the game for that. I am not kidding. Do the research yourself. I know it sounds absurd. It's the truth. So phase 2, now that we have a clear understanding of what is a bannable offense by Wizards of the Coast, I have opened a Gmail account. It is Watsy asked for this at gmail.com. And in that Gmail account, I have asked people to send me screenshots of the similar behavior in reference to me. And I will personally file a complaint against every one of them. Eric Froelich, pro player, his wife Athena Froelich, employee of Magic the Gathering, both publicly harassing me online by their standards, will be reported. Aaron Campbell, Evan Irwin, the Manosaurus, Tolarian Community College, Ilion, the list goes on and on. What I'm telling you, do not engage these people. Simply observe and report. The standard that they set, there's no way they can live up to it. This means the Magic TCG Reddit, any Magic Reddit, Facebook, personal Facebook groups, Twitters, videos on YouTube. All of these qualify as the exact same behavior they have crucified me for and other people. So, I'm going to make it my goal to bury their complaint department in bans for years. And every time they don't ban somebody for a similar offense, I'm going to show the world their hypocrisy. All these people that gleefully called me an asshole, called me a garbage human, called me toxic. This is the same thing I said, in essence, about a cosplayer 6 months ago. So I fully expect Wizards of the Coast to issue at minimum 1-year bans to every one of these people. So now that they have set this precedent, I will commit to holding them to it forever. I only ask that you help me with some data collection. That's it. Look up my name. Look at Magic personalities who are talking about me. A.E. Marling produced a guide on how to flag my content. I don't know about you, but that feels like harassment. And I will report him. Somebody who's employed by Wizards of the Coast. And if he continues to be employed, I'm going to tell the world about it. Magic pros saying terrible things about me. If they continue to go unbanned, I will tell the world about it. And it's just begun. I've got over 20 phases on a whiteboard over there. I'm prepared for the long haul. I hope Wizards of the Coast is. Then again, they could just say they made a mistake. Say that they know a corporation shouldn't get involved in people's personal Twitter spats. It seems like a way easier solution. But when I said I was going to stand up and fight for everyone, that's every game. That's if you play World of Warcraft. That's if you play Overwatch. If you play any tabletop game. If you attend any organized tournaments. This affects you. You don't have to agree with me. But you just have to see how important this big picture is. And this is a huge task. One I accept. Because this cannot stand.